Okay, welcome everyone. You've reached Grandma Mo and covering the Friday nights on Ion, and appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button. We're trying to reach 500 subscribers in our early days here. So this one was a sleeper. I thought this was going to be a really competitive game to start out with, but the Mercury just, they, I don't know. You know, these two teams have similar traits. They have 3-point shooters, a number of them, and they can live by the three or die by the three. And what was weird is I was looking at the stats and, I was watching the game and it was like, geez, Phoenix isn't taking a whole lot of threes. And that's that's their identity of their team for the most part. And then they work the ball and the whole thing, but they can score a lot of points shooting threes, and they hardly shot. Pull this up. They shot 16 threes. They usually shoot double that. So I'm not sure what was going on here, And then you have Bree Jones for Atlanta. I mean, Brittany Griner didn't play this game, but you have Bree Jones for Atlanta, and you don't use Kalani Brown, who's 6'7". At least during the times when Bree Jones is in the game? I don't understand that. Phoenix was going really short most of the time. And it did not work. They only had 2 players in double figures. You had Copper, 19 points. She was 6 for 8 from the line and 6 for 12 overall. She had 2 rebounds, an assist, a turnover, 2 steals. And then Alyssa Thomas had 12 points and 10 rebounds. But she only had 3 assists. It's like they were going... there were periods of time where Copper was just taking the ball and just going all the way. And left everybody else behind. It was a weird game for Phoenix. But Phoenix has been losing lately. I don't know. I'll have to look. But they've lost... 6 out of 8 games, something like that. Because they were really strong. They were in 3rd place. They had 5 losses, and now they have 11. And I don't know what when they got Satu Sabali and Copper back, it's like they had a really nice cohesiveness with the group that they had to start out with. And Simi Whitcomb, was hitting threes, and she took 2 in this game. And then they added Bonner, and I have nothing against Joanna Bonner. She's been a great scorer, but she's not helping them any. She got her points in garbage time. She ended up getting 4 rebounds. Lexi Held, who was really good in the beginning, she ended up getting that collapsed lung. And she hasn't found her way back yet, although she hit 1 out of 2 threes. But she was 1 for 6 overall. And then Natasha Mack, she's their other center. She only played 13 minutes. You have your 2 centers. Natasha Mack, I think, is 6'4" or 6'5". And you have Kalani Brown, which is 6'7", and you didn't play him against the team that has Bree Jones. I don't get that. I don't get it at all. And then if you're going to go small, and then you're not going to shoot threes, I don't understand this Phoenix's strategy in this game. They shot 38% from the floor and 25% from 3. I don't get it. Satu Sabali only played 11 minutes. I missed when she went out, so I don't think she got hurt or anything. I was kind of in and out watching this game. And she didn't come back in. So 9 points for her, 1 rebound. For Phoenix traded for her, and she has not. Early on, she was okay, but she has not been playing well lately. Westbeld had 3 points, and that's another player. She was playing pretty well for them early on. Westbeld was, McConney had 7 points. Whitcomb was really good for them early on, and then Held was really good. And Loxa didn't even score. She only took 2 shots. That's weird. So Kalani Brown got 6 points. They put her in at the end of the game. And she was scoring easy. 4 rebounds. Post her up down low and get her the ball. She's 6'7". Natasha Mack, she played 13 minutes, 2 points. She had 4 blocks in the time she was in there. 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Lexi Held 3 points. DeWanna Bonner 7 points. Sammy Whitcomb 4. She took 2 3-point shots. I do not get that. Ako Makani, she was really good for them early on too, and 7 points. 5 assists. She was 2 for 5. She only took 5 shots. 1 for 3 from 3. Anyway, something's happening in Phoenix that isn't good. So I'm not sure what's going on there. And, there wasn't a lot of turnovers. I mean, Phoenix had 13 and Atlanta had 11. So it wasn't a turnover game. Let's see, rebounds, 27. Atlanta out-rebounded them by 10. But that makes sense because Phoenix was going small, which I don't understand at all. But it is what it is. So in the beginning of the game, Alisha Gray was going on a heater, boy. She had 4 3-pointers in the first quarter. I think it was the first quarter. It might have been early in the second. But she led L scores, 26 points. She was 7 for 9 from 3. She does that. It's like she'll be like all of a sudden just start hitting threes like they're going out of style. And she was 8 for 12 overall. And then Bree Jones was 6 for 8 from the floor. She had 16 points. She had 8 rebounds. Alisha Gray had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a turnover, a block. And then we had Nance Hillman, another good game for her. She can go on a heater with threes too. Although it wasn't 3-point shots this game. She was 7 for 12 overall, but only 1 for 6 from 3. So, but good game overall. But this thing was over by halftime. I don't even know what let me look at the score. They had a 34-point first quarter. And a lot of that's when Alisha Gray was just going nuts. So they were up by 11 in the first quarter, and then they outscored them by another 5, so 16 points. They were up 16 at halftime. And then the third quarter, Phoenix only scored 8 points, so they were up 26-8 in the third. And then, all the subs basically came in the fourth, and Phoenix outscored them 22-11. So Atlanta gets the win 95-72. And now they are both have 11 losses. Phoenix is 16-11 and Atlanta is 17-11. Second chance points were even. Points in the paint were pretty close. Biggest lead 35 points. The Mercury closed the gap to be 23 points, but it was well into the 30s before the Mercury started closing. So, excuse me. Finishing up here with Atlanta, Maya Caldwell had 14 points. She had 7 rebounds, 4 assists. It was a good game. She's been playing well for them. She was 4 for 7, 57% from 3, and 5 for 12 overall. She also had a block and a steal, 4 assists. Good game for her. Her and Hillman, very nice game. Hillman can really kill you. She's like... my main team is the Valkyries, and boy, she killed us the first time we played them. We had the game, and then last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, she hit 3 threes. Jordan Canada, apparently she's been ill, but she was driving all around, dribbling all over the place. 8 points, 11 assists. She had 4 rebounds, 3 turnovers, and 2 steals. She was 3 for 8, and then 0 for 2 from 3. Coffee had 4 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. She was 1 for 5. Pow was playing later in the game. She got some hoops. 7 points for her. She had 3 assists. Shatori Walker-Kimber didn't score. She ended up getting some fouls and 2 assists and a rebound. Taylor Theory, who doesn't get to play much, she got to play the last 6 minutes. She hit a basket. And let's see, she got 2 steals, a turnover, and 2 rebounds. And then Kamia Smalls. I guess they just signed her to a 7-day contract. She got in the game the last minute. But Atlanta shot 51% from the floor, 41% from three. So good game for Atlanta. I mean, they took the lead early and then just held on. And Phoenix just did not have an answer. They did not. So this finishes up the Friday nights on Ion. And we had most of the games were really good games, especially the last one. Seattle and the Sparks was double overtime. That was fantastic. So tomorrow I do my weekly podcast with my friend from Connecticut, and it's called Discussions from the East Coast to the West Coast. So if you're interested, that will be up tomorrow, and we basically go over the week of games and our player of the week, our play of the week, game of the week, that kind of thing, and then we just discuss other stuff. So if you're interested in that, you can find that at Discussions from the East Coast to the West Coast. Okay, that's it for this one, and we'll see you next time.